Hello, friends. This is Charles Bird, and welcome to the October 17th, 2020 edition of Rant-Om Thoughts, where sacred cows are killed, butchered, and grilled for your lunching and munching pleasure. All right. There was a hearing Tuesday at the Modesto Center Plaza to appeal the $60,000 in fines racked up by the Velvet Grill for continuing to operate in defiance of Gavin Newsom's order. I wish I could say it went well. Unfortunately, what happened was seating was limited to social distancing capacity. There were like about 12 chairs in this really large room. Yeah. This really large room, about 1,300 square feet. Attendance exceeded capacity. The city clerk asked the crowd who couldn't find a seat to leave the room. The crowd lashed back at the city clerk. There was a loud verbal altercation. There was a loud verbal altercation. Not only that, but the chairs that were supposed to be socially distanced from each other, you had some folks grabbing chairs and smushing them together so they could all sit together. There was this loud back and forth. People were thinking that this was going to be some huge protest and not a formal hearing that requires decorum. The attorney representing Bill Owens, the owner of Velvet Grill, tried to calm them down. The crowd that supposedly was supposed to be there to support Velvet actually booed him down. And after about 10-15 minutes of this, the attorneys for both the Velvet Grill and the city of Modesto agreed to a continuance to another hearing online via Zoom at a date yet to be determined. And the people who behaved that way in that hearing, I could tell that they're new to activism. You see, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I know how these things go. You don't show up at hearings and behave in a disruptive and obnoxious manner, because you're not going to get your way doing that. But these people actually think this is a win. It's not a win. The hearing has been postponed to and the city will very likely weigh the crowd's behavior in their decision. A win would have been a speedy resolution in Velvet's favor. And the crowd's behavior that day was not conducive to a victory. You know, seriously, folks, do better. Do better. There's a group called Code Pink. They like to show up at congressional hearings and behave obnoxiously and disruptively. And they never get their way. Regardless which party controls Congress at the time, you know, billions of dollars and thousands of American lives still get thrown into the forever war in the Middle East. Whatever guy they don't like still gets appointed to some desk in the State Department. Because they have to show up in the gallery and scream like jackasses. And that's what happened at Tuesday's hearing. You know, and it's going to take a miracle, some kind of miracle, some kind of the Grinch's heart growing 4 sizes bigger kind of miracle for there to be a good outcome for Velvet. So anyone out there watching, thoughts, prayers, positive energy for a good outcome. And for Christ's sake, people, don't show up at formal hearings, scream at officials, shout things like there will be hell to pay, and don't go after the lawyer representing your side. What's wrong with you? All right. I'm still pretty worried about the whole mask mandate thing. I think it could be a dress rehearsal for something even more sinister. You know, think about it. They roll out the vaccine. They say that in order to rejoin normal society and not have to wear a mask anymore, you have to take the vaccine. And you have to get a special tattoo, either on the back of your hand or on your forehead, to show that you've taken the vaccine so that you can rejoin normal society and participate in the economy and start a family and work for a living. Sounds familiar? Do you know where that's from? And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should he be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You know, I never would have conjured in a billion years that the Antichrist and the false prophet would be a pair of nebbishes like Bill Gates and Anthony Fauci. God help us. Heard that Denis Villeneuve's Dune will be postponed till October. I was getting really jazzed for it, but you know what? If it got released on time, I don't think I would have been able to have seen it in the theater anyway, given the restrictions and, you know, kabuki theater BS, and, you know, so, you know, it might be worth the wait. It could probably give Villeneuve more time to tinker with it and make it better, you know. Thing is that you know, the movie theater industry has been hit very, very, very hard by the coronavirus pandemic. Lots of people out of work, lots of theaters shuttered. The smaller, independent art house type theaters probably won't be coming back from this. And you got the larger chains and industrial associations begging Uncle Sam for bailouts. Now, one little intellectual exercise I like to engage in is, what if I were, you know, say a film mogul, a movie producer? How would I be coping with this? Well, what I would do is I would release abridged versions of certain films via video on demand services. You know, money would still be made. People would still enjoy the movies. And then once or if restrictions get lifted and nationwide, release director's cuts of those same films in the theaters. And if people enjoyed those films via streaming services, they'll probably want to pay to see those movies extended and enhanced on a larger screen. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a rent-a-cop, right? Well, that's it for now. I'll link some articles and videos of the hearing so you can see how that all went for yourselves. And let me know if you agree or disagree with me, if that was a good thing that happened or not. That's a conversation I really would like to have with people. So, see you next time. Vote gold. Think while it's legal. Reopen America. And I'm out of here. It's breakfast time.